Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. I'm using different camera software, video software, so I hope this comes out okay. I don't have as much control over everything. It's supposed to be all automated, and we shall see. Anyway, this is my Armalite 556, and I'm going to replace the bolt catch release with one of these other ones. I've got a couple of them. That's the XBC. It would install looking just about like that. And this is the Geissele. I think I'm going to go with the Geissele because I like this bottom piece. It's bigger. And that's the main complaint I was having, was it was hard to latch back with the bottom piece because, as you all know, the original is just this kind of this nub here. So and I was going to also mount the camera so that you had a view above like that, but I've got to use my vise, so I'm going to go with my old tried and true handheld way of doing things. Now, I've already made the gun safe. I've taken it apart. If you need help with those things, look up one of my other videos or somebody else's other video. I'm going to get right into replacing this bolt release. Okay, so let's get it in the vise. I do recommend you get one of these vise block things. I'll put links in the comments and pin them to the different items that I use. Whatever I can do that, I will do that for you. Okay, so we got this block in there. We're going to put it in the vise. Just like that. That's going to hold it really nice. There's a roll pin right here that we're going to have to play with. Okay, so I've already done this on one of my other rifles, so I know which roll pin to use. Roll pin is different than a punch. Look it up if you don't know the difference. I recommend you get a set of roll pins because it'll make your life easier. Anyway, I'm going to grab a roll pin here from my bench, and I'll show you how I remove that. Well, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this roll pin. It seems to be, has some thickening or tapering here. I get in about a 1/4 inch and then it stops because I think it's gotten a little thicker here. Should have been manufactured with a uniform diameter for at least an inch or so. So I've got the pin out that much right there, and I'm going to try a different punch, a regular punch, which I think has a smaller diameter, and we'll see how that goes. The only thing is, if you get any of these punches, get them with a long working area. When they have a short working area and then they thicken, sometimes you have trouble clearing some parts because it's not long enough to clear this part where the lower receiver gets thicker. Okay, just a tip. Well, this worked perfectly. What I did was I taped together a little punch that does have a smaller diameter. I taped it with a bigger punch so that I can hammer on, you know what I mean? And now it's coming out nicely. So that one roll pin punch that I had, sorry, getting off camera here. I'm not used to this new camera software. That other roll pin punch that I have was just getting too thick down the working area, so that was just a bad design. Get some better ones and get some long ones and spend a little money on it because it'll save you some work. Anyway, that is almost out. I'm going to give it a couple more taps, and then it's as easy as lifting this one off, putting the other one in. I'm going to grease it a little bit, and that's the whole thing. Let's go. Here's a side-by-side look of the old one and the new one, and so you can see where I'm going to hit it to do the catching, it's going to be a lot easier to do it than hitting this little spot down here. I didn't have any trouble with the release, but it just gives you a little bigger release, so you don't have to stretch your finger out, or you don't have to fumble around for it. It'll just be bigger. It'll be right there. Okay. Here's some grease I've been using. I like to use grease instead of oil. Some guys might use oil, but grease stays a little better. And anyway, you're going to get some oil on top of the grease anyway, so there's no harm done. And for the first few times you use it before you've sprayed oil all over the place, it'll feel nice. I'll put a link. And pay attention that you don't lose that plunger right there. There's a plunger and a spring behind the plunger. So make sure those are still in proper position. This Geissele came with a new spring and a new plunger, but I'm just going to reuse the old one since there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, that's spring, the plunger, then there's a new roll pin also. Geissele is some good stuff. It might take you a little bit to line it up, but that's what it looks like when it's lined up. I use the one of the roll pin punches, or the other punch actually, to find it and line it up. And now I'm going to hammer this one with the roll pin punch, which is not going to have to go inside this again, so it'll be okay. I'm going to hammer that, and then this will fall out, and then it'll be done. I can feel that the plunger is in there. You know, I might take it out and lube that plunger a little bit with some grease. I think I'm going to do that. There you can see I use that same red grease. So, a little bit of grease. If you're wondering how you will know when you've got this punch through this piece, you'll feel it go like that. You'll feel it go in there. Okay, you can't mistake it. Now let's hammer the roll pin and we'll be done. Alrighty, we are done. Excuse the basketball noise in the background. My really nice neighbor friends has kids that shoot baskets. Anyway, give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notifications. Just to give you some questions that you might have. This is an ATN, I think. ATN day-night sight. Hogue stock. OMPG grip, I think. OMPG. Anyway, and that's Geissele, the bolt release that we just put in there. Pretty much everything else except for this bipod quick disconnect is stock on this. It's a model from 25 years ago, Armalite built. So anyway, stay tuned for trigger on this one. And what else? Oh, I've got a charging handle upgrade that's coming in the mail any day now. That is super duper easy to install, but I'll probably shoot you a video of it anyway. Okay? See ya. Be safe, have fun. Let's go, Brandon. Froggy out. Bye.